Form is temporary, class is permanent, an old statement but an iconic one. A statement in itself surrounded by confirmation bias. As stated by Nickerson, confirmation bias is the tendency to search for, interpret, favour and recall information in a way that confirms or supports one's prior beliefs or values. Form is temporary, class is permanent is a statement recited by many in the English media, but in reality it's a cliché based on the circumstances of individuals within a team. Although true in some respects, it cannot be used as a blanket statement to cover all of the footballing world. However, for certain media pundits, this adage is broad enough to confirm all new information as part of their existing beliefs. Within the English media, many pundits are ex-players and managers. Perhaps that in some cases the pundits are too close to criticise, and often they personally know the managers they are critiquing. There is a real lack for the consideration for the fact that maybe what many English managers have once done in the past have become what they can no longer do in the future. If, for example, a manager such as Eddie Howe underperforms continually, this evidence is attributed to his individual players' form. If he wins just a few games in a row, this evidence is attributed to his class as a manager. Evidence of just how good English managers really are. Often, however, non-English managers are treated differently within the British media. One such example is ex-Chelsea and Man United manager Jose Mourinho. In his first ever press conference for Chelsea back in 2004, he labelled himself the Special One. From this moment, it was obvious he was going to be a pure goldmine in terms of creating headlines. However, this quickly turned from being a quirk of his personality to a target on his back. Many media outlets used and manipulated his constant jokes and comments as ammunition to bolster their belief that he had such a high ego, that he believed he was above all other managers. This again shows evidence of confirmation bias within the media. The Sun especially took a disliking to Mourinho's antics and to this day still present negative articles towards him, such as this interview with Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank in 2022, and this article from 2016 in which Mourinho's then Man United side lost to his old Chelsea side 4-0. Compare this to when Eddie Howe's Newcastle side lost 5-0 to Manchester City in May 2022. The media used Eddie's claims that he felt frustrated by the result and used this to shift the blame onto individual player mistakes, again evidencing a bias towards not wanting to slander an English manager. This is yet another prime example of confirmation bias. Claims were often made that the team's poor performances under Eddie Howe at the time were down to his team's form and backed the class of the manager himself. Confirmation bias is unscientific, ignores real data, and depending on your perspective, you can legitimately consider English managers as benefactors of confirmation bias, as opposed to many foreign managers who are victims of this same bias.